Hi guys, I'm Megan Brightwood and welcome to my channel, or if you are a returning viewer, then hi, nice to see you again. I'm so glad that you're back. If you haven't already, certainly take a moment to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you know whenever I post a new video. I do try to stick to a Sunday and Wednesday schedule, and sometimes I'll include a bonus Friday video as well. And to be quite honest, that bonus Friday video is kind of looking like it's going to become a permanent part of my rotation, but I'm not quite ready to change my intro, so we're going to stick with what we've got. And on this channel, we do tend to talk a lot about knitting, and today's video is no exception because I'm going to be sharing with you my February knitting update. And if you're interested in seeing what I made, the past couple weeks, I do have my mid-February knitting update up as well, and I can link that down in the description box below for you if you want to check it out. But yeah, I'm really excited about this particular knitting update because I think that this is the first one that I've done where I have a sweater that I'm working on for every single member of my family except for my cat. And obviously he doesn't wear sweaters, so I'm thinking that's pretty good. Anyway, let's just hop right into this. Otherwise this video is going to be kind of long. So yeah, the first item that I wanted to share with you is one that you may have already seen on this channel. It's a pair of socks, and these are the socks that I recently did. They are the cozy cuff socks that I designed, and I do have a how to knit video on this channel, and then I have my written instructions on my blog, so I can link both of those down below if you want to check them out. But yeah, they have this really cool little detail on the cuff here, and it looks as though it's cabled, but it's actually a 3-stitch repeat, which is amazing. So it's a lot easier than actual cables. And then I worked on stockinette for the majority of the sock with a little honeycomb heel here, and I think they're so pretty. They really remind me of Bridgerton, and honestly I was a little more inspired by Bridgerton to make these socks than anything. I have been so into that show. I did finish the first season and now I ordered the first book, so yeah, really excited to read that. But yeah, love how these socks turned out. They really remind me of Daphne Bridgerton, and the working name for these was the Daphne socks, but I figured cozy cuff is a little bit more descriptive. So yeah, if you are interested in checking out these socks and maybe knitting them for yourself, then certainly check out the description box below. Like I said, I've got the patterns there, and those are my first finished little project. And then I've got a finished sweater for my son Charlie that I did not talk about in my last video because I hadn't started it yet. It was a really fast knit, and it is the teddy bear sweater by Petite Knit. I love this sweater so much. This is the third one that I've made him, but it's the second one that has this little teddy bear face on it. I have done this just plain old, and it turned out really well as well. It's a very nice basic sweater pattern, but I really love the little face on it. So this is made out of a Cascade Heritage yarn in the colorway, I think silver gray, and then the embroidery is in the same yarn, but in the colorway True Black. And I love this. I do actually have a secondary skein of this gray, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. And I just realized that I did not mention the yarn that I used for these socks was a Plymouth Yarn Happy Feet. It's a hand-painted yarn, and it's in the colorway Tuscan Spice. So yeah, if you were interested in that, that's the yarn I used. But yeah, so this little sweater, my son Charlie loves it, and he's at the point now that he gets really excited about new things for himself. So I showed him this sweater, and his face was just, oh, he was so excited. So yeah, I'm really excited for him to start wearing it. And then I have a couple of items that I've done for my daughter Evelyn as well. And these items I did show in my last knitting update. So the first one is this little cardigan. This is the Anna's Summer Cardigan by Petite Knit. And technically it's not finished because I haven't put the buttons on, but it's close enough where I'm going to consider it done. It has a ton of eyelets all over it. I guess that's the wrong side of the fabric. It's probably hard to see because it's in black. This is the Cascade Heritage yarn in the colorway True Black, but I thought that this colorway was going to fit more into her wardrobe and be used more, so that's why I decided to go with that one. But yeah, it's got eyelets everywhere, including the sleeves, and like I said, because it's black, it's gonna be hard to see, but yeah, really, really pretty. And she has this little spinny dress from Allison Ames. It's a little star dress that I think it's going to be really, really cute with this. So I'm very excited to put that on her. Hopefully she will like it as well, because she is 4 and starting to care a little bit more about her own wardrobe choices. So yeah, we'll see what she thinks about that, but I think she likes it. I think she'll wear it a lot. We'll see. I really like it. Then I have a little skirt for her, and I did talk about this one in my last video as well. This is the Mullet Skirt by Pernille Larsen, and mullet is meaning fish, not the hairstyle. So it's got almost like a scale detail all over it. I think it's really, really pretty, and it only took 1 skein of yarn, which was awesome because I had gotten this particular skein so that I could finish a different sweater, and I talk all about that in my last video. But yeah, the dye lots for this particular skein and the one that I was using were completely different, so I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I ended up using it to make this little skirt. And yeah, I don't know, I really want to make more of these. Like, wouldn't this be cute in like navy and black? Maybe I have an extra skein of that silver gray. Maybe I should make one of these out of that one as well. I did change up the pattern just a little bit for her size, because I think it said that you were supposed to work until the skirt measured 11 inches before the waistband, but I only did 9 inches, and it hits her at her knees, which I think is probably going to be more comfortable for her. So yeah, I did change that little bit up, but that was it. So yeah, really, really like how that skirt turned out. So those are the projects that I finished for this particular update, but I do have a couple of adult sweaters that I've been working on as well, and I'm really excited about them. The first one you've seen before, and that is the Pink Fizz pullover by Andrea Mowry. This is made out of Cascade Heritage in the colorway white, and then I paired it with a Sugar Bush drizzle yarn in the colorway Icicle, and I love how this is turning out. It's so fuzzy, so soft, so kind of romantic and pretty. I love it. And I did finish 1 sleeve since the last time that I updated you, and I probably could have finished the other one as well, but I got a little distracted with the last sweater that I'm going to show you. So yeah, I haven't gotten quite there yet, but I love this pattern. So this cable detail, like cable lace detailing on the sides here, it kind of falls off the shoulder a little bit, so it's really romantic but casual. I don't know, it is so pretty. I'm probably not going to be able to show you super well how it lays, but yeah, probably next knitting update I'll be able to actually try it on and show you what it looks like. But love how that's turning out. Okay, so this last sweater I'm really excited about. However, it also makes me very nervous because I'm making a sweater for my husband, and if you've ever knit for a significant other, oh my goodness, it is very, very nerve-wracking if you know exactly what they want and you go and pick out the yarn together, you pick out the pattern, and then you still have to worry about the size and hope that you get that right. So yeah, that in and of itself is terrifying. But my husband doesn't even know that I'm doing this. So I picked out the yarn by myself, I picked out the pattern by myself, and now I'm figuring out the size by myself. So hopefully he likes it. But I did decide to do the Svensson pullover by Jared Flood, and I'm using a Malabrigo Rios yarn in the colorway Blue Jean, and I'm really excited about it. This is so pretty. It has so many different cable panels on it. So there's like a honeycomb panel right in the middle here, and then they've got like almost a fishtail sort of braided cable on the side, a horseshoe cable, and then it's flanked by some moss stitch. It's so cool. but I'm also terrified that he won't like it or that it won't fit him. So yeah, we'll see. My husband is a very thin man, so a lot of times if you're just getting clothing at a store, it doesn't fit him around the waist, or if it does fit him around the waist, then the sleeves are too short. So yeah, I found a sweater that fits him well and just kind of figured out the dimensions there, and then realized that the sweater pattern itself is not actually thin enough for his frame. So I had to do a lot of math with that to figure out how all of this was going to work. It looks like it's going to fit him pretty well, but I'm also not super far. And this is worked piecewise, so I like patterns that are worked in the round so that they're seamless, but I wasn't really sure how it would work to have to do all of that math and then try to figure out how to do it in the round. So I just decided not to even bother. But yeah, really excited, and I hope he likes it. So anyway, I think that that is going to do it for today's knitting update. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, certainly give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, all of that. But yeah, I think I'm going to get going, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!